I've been thinking about.
Yeah, three-man show. Better stand up. Turn the mic on. Turn the cams up. Max Powers dragging Wildcat in the cut. Three names ring out when it's time to talk tough. Three-man podcast, turn that up. Max dragging Wildcat, run that up. Hit that chat, let it flood, go nuts. If you're hating, better hope your Wi-Fi cut. Three-man podcast, talk that talk.
I'm sorry, bro. There's a delay from when you hit the go live to when it actually goes live. And it's not a computer issue, it's a StreamYard issue. So you were saying something before we went live. You said something you're going to have to something you said.
Oh no, I was gonna see, man. I was like, yo, I would like for us to get a political panel on.
That'd be cool.
Like do a political panel and all that shit. See if I can.
I got a friend of mine that's on Facebook. He has a YouTube channel too.
A few moments later.
I actually did not do that on purpose.
Yeah, see if I can get Will. Damn sure gonna see if I can get. I know will probably come through. Damn sure gonna try to get the angry man through.
Yeah. Well, you know, angry man be busy, man.
You know,
he be busy.
Angry man don't be busy.
That man actually makes
He wouldn't
money.
mind He wouldn't mind coming on. Shit, I got niggas' numbers now, nigga.
Oh, you do? You've been networking like that, huh?
Yeah, like I don't know. You know, E Black TV and shit.
This dude said, "No, I don't know E Black TV." This dude said, "I'll be a minute. My neighbor asked me to take a shot with her." That's straight from Dragon. You heard me.
That's Dragon for you.
That's Dragon. It's all good, man. Well, folks, how y'all doing today? We ain't really got no audience right now, but that don't mean you won't be an audience later because this will be on YouTube. How y'all doing?
Well, I think they be I was looking at the analytics. They be coming on the vertical streams and shit.
They be on the verticals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the vertical be up there. It runs simultaneously. But anyway.
So okay, hold on. Damn, nigga, let me finish. Nigga, I was talking there. You were just like,
you just said vertical stream. You just said vertical stream. All right, well, the floor is yours. I won't say shit till you're done.
No, I was just saying, yeah, like, you know, I've been doing a lot of networking and shit. You know, I've been on a bunch of big YouTube, like DJ Hemp. You gonna be on you gonna be on YouTube like that?
No, man. I've been working.
Sleeping. I'm trying to get on.
I'm fishing.
Next time, Fatty does a political live. I'm trying to get on that. I'm about to. Damn, you know you don't be on YouTube like that. I see.
No, it's I don't know any of them people that you talking about.
And these are all big time.
Now, if you said righteous perspective, you said righteous perspective. You said LFR family. If you said the black conservative
righteous
perspective.
Oh, you said righteous perspective.
There's a righteous perspective, and then there's a black conservative perspective, and then there's an I think it's LFR family. LFR family has like 1 million and some followers.
Righteous perspective. What they be talking about?
Now, righteous. Oh, he talks about political stuff. And of course, he'll have some biblical. Sometimes he'll put a little biblical in there, but it's basically him, and he has a panel of actual black Americans that aren't fucking plantation minded, which is crazy.
Okay, now this is not him because hold on. Does he sound like a nigga from up north?
I can't really place his accent. He lives in the South. I can't place it. He don't sound country. He's always got a baseball cap on. And
oh, okay.
He's bald headed, but he's always got a baseball cap on.
That's not him. That's not him.
Yeah.
You know who Tommy Sotomayor is, right?
Yeah, of course I know who Tommy is.
Yeah, okay.
You
I
got
was
his
supposed
number
to go
now?
join. No, I don't got his fucking number, but I was supposed to join one of his panels one night.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep actually.
Oh yeah.
I fell asleep. I was supposed to come up there and shit, and I was knocked the fuck out. But no, I've been trying to do some networking and shit, you know,
Give me a minute. Give me a minute, dude. Give me
because
a minute. Hey, go back to bed.
No, I'm looking for my purse, so I'm gonna put my thing back.
It's right over there. Go back to bed. God almighty, man. These kids don't want to go to sleep. And say hello to Miss Jamie.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Go back to
what they
bed.
got what they got wake up early or something.
No, but they need to get their rest so they can grow, dude.
It's a
It's
fucking
10:28 at
weekend.
night. I don't give a damn. They going to bed. Unless you want me to keep being interrupted throughout the whole show. We can do that.
It's a
We can do
weekend
that.
and shit.
We can do that.
What you do is you put the belt on the doorknob, like, hey, I'm doing live. So if
Man,
you
whatever. I'm not gonna hold my kids hostage, bro. They just need to go to bed. What the hell?
you just like, yo,
Yeah, it's the
this belt
weekend, but
move.
still.
I don't
I got
know
rules
what.
in my house. You understand me? I got rules in my shit. Anyway. Yeah, man. So, you've been doing a lot of networking. Meeting a lot of people. You done?
Yeah, I said, why the fuck you say it like that?
No, I only asked what you done because sometimes I go to talk, you be like, man, fuck nigga, let me finish my shit. I'm just trying to make sure you
Nigga, no,
done.
I was literally talking, and mid sentence you was just like friend. Then I was like, okay. Yeah, fuck what I was saying.
You mean mid sentence I was fussing at my daughter for being up.
Nah, that was way before that shit, but it's all good. That was way before that.
All
I
right.
said,
Well, folks.
at least you got good kids. You don't got no. At least you got
No,
good
my kids are
kids.
fabulous, dude. My kids are fabulous, man. I mean, they're a little spoiled. You know, they can be a little distracted. You talking to them, and because they be on cell phones and tablets and shit, even when they're not using them, they can get a little distracted. You know how it is, man. I'm starting to think that I think I got a little bit of ADHD, and I think my son has that shit too. But who knows? Anyway, black folk.
You just now knowing that, nigga.
I didn't really think I had no ADHD, bro.
You really, nigga.
Really?
Oh, this motherfucker here, boy. This nigga
Because first of
here.
all, I don't believe in all that shit. Because first of all, you gonna sit here and tell me when did we start using the ADHD? That shit wasn't around when I was growing up, man. They started using that shit with these new generation of kids. Matter of fact, when y'all
No,
millennials came along.
they start using ADHD whenever it was. I can tell you exactly 95, 95, 97.
Before that.
Exactly, when y'all millennials came along.
Yeah. But the fucked up part about it was these motherfuckers was getting they was giving us Ritalin.
Mm-hmm. I never had that shit, and my kids ain't never had it either.
Oh, don't do it.
Like a zombie.
Don't absolutely do not do it at all.
Of course not.
Because prior towards me having they saying I had ADHD, I had full blown photographic memory.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, it's been like after they gave me Ritalin, it fucked me up. My grandma told me she told me it fucked me up real bad. Like she
Wow.
was like it she's like she's like that's the reason why we took you off of that. She was like you ever since that you wasn't the same person.
Mm.
It was just like ever since that I had problem. Like I used to be able to I used to be able to look at a single, like say if I look at a
Uh huh.
page, I could look at a page, turn it, and I remember what was everything on the first two pages, even how many periods, all of that shit.
And you actually had to go on Ritalin once.
I didn't have to go on Ritalin. They didn't. The teacher was saying something that was it was something wrong with me because I never wanted to do schoolwork, but I had 100 in the class,
Or you were bored as fuck.
and I was just
That class was
bored.
boring the hell out you.
Yeah, it was just boring. And
That's how my oldest son is.
the reason why is because I knew everything that she was going to teach, and she was just like, yeah, he's a great student, but he's very distracting to the other students, and yada yada yada. And then you think about it, well, let's test him to see if there's something actually wrong with him. They really didn't test it. They just said I had ADHD and a speech
Mm.
problem.
You had a speech problem, bro?
The reason why I had a speech problem is because I spoke 5 fucking languages.
God damn.
Yeah.
My son had a problem with his. They weren't lisping. They can't say their one of them letters. I can't remember. Can't remember what it was.
English is my second language. It's not my first language.
What's your first language?
Funny thing is actually Spanish.
Well, you
Spanish
forgot a
actually
whole
my
lot of
first
that
language.
shit, nigga.
Young DeMarco.
No, it's not. I got brain damage
Oh
from the
shit.
Ritalin.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that shit before.
Yeah, I got full on fucking brain damage to where can,
You need to get
can,
it
can,
checked.
can, can I basically describe you how my brain is?
Go ahead, man.
The
You
the
got the
be-
floor.
best the best thing I could describe my brain is it's a so I can make it easier. It's a brand new, what type of phone you got?
I got a Galaxy A71.
Okay, it's a brand new Galaxy, but the RAM speed is the speed of the first Androids they ever came out with.
Damn. I mean, that makes sense.
That's the that's the best way I can describe it to you. It's like
Damn.
example,
So basically, you need somebody to take
I
the
re-
governor off your brain.
basically, yeah. And only way I could take my governor off my brain is basically um
Electroshock therapy.
yeah, electroshock
Really? I was
therapy.
just dang guessing.
But no, electroshock therapy. I've thought about that many times. It's basically my brain needs a reboot. Reboot.
Oh, you need a hard reset.
It needs a hard reset.
I
And
feel
the
you.
only thing I thought about is dying and come back.
Damn.
It's not like that.
That will be a good reset for it in order for me to get everything working. Because example, when I was on those Lucy,
Hallucinogens.
exactly.
Hallucinogens. Yeah.
My friends couldn't understand what the fuck I was saying. I was just like, "What's wrong?" Like I was just like, "What's wrong? Is everything okay?" They was just like, "Motherfucker, we don't speak full blown Spanish." I was like,
So you were speaking to them Spanish,
"Yes." I was
and you
speaking in
wouldn't
full
speak,
blown
and
Spanish.
you wouldn't speak to them in English. You just kept speaking to them in Spanish.
I was speaking to them in Spanish, but I couldn't comprehend that I was speaking to them in Spanish.
That's
It
crazy.
sounded
Como
like
tú
to me I was
Como tú
speaking in yeah. It sounded like I was speaking in English to them. I was understanding, like you know how the voice in your head, you got the voice in your head. Well, the
Yeah.
voice in my head was speaking to me in English, but I was speaking to them in Spanish, and they just didn't like.
Yeah, you need a reset, bro, because that's some shit, though.
But also, it gave me Ritalin. Do you know what Ritalin was?
It's supposed to calm you down, and it's supposed to do something to the
Yeah,
neurotransmitters in your
Ritalin was
brain,
actually
calm you
fucking
down.
meth. They was giving us
Really?
meth. That's what they were giving us, meth.
It's meth?
That's basically what Ritalin is to children. It's meth,
Yeah.
pure fucking meth.
I guarantee it. Boy, look at here. These folks trying to fuck us up for real, man. That's why I'm glad I don't need all that.
I was one of
I
the
do.
first kids. Remember, you gotta understand. I was my bad.
What?
Oh, there's a
Well,
delay.
you good, dude. You good, dude. Go ahead. I don't know why there's a delay. All my shit's hooked up right. I don't know why there's a delay.
Tell me if you can hear me now.
I heard you exactly when you said it. Did you hear
Okay,
me
I
when
guess
I
it's
heard
the
you when you said
echo.
it? I don't have my thing up loud, so
All
it shouldn't
right.
be too much of an
When
echo.
when you hear one, let me know when you hear one. One.
One.
Yeah, it's a delay.
It's a delay.
Yeah, it's a delay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a delay.
reason.
That's the
That's the
reason
reason
why.
why.
Reason why.
Uh,
Huh?
why you repeating me,
Why you keep?
motherfucker?
Why you? I'm trying to see if it's. I'm trying to help you to see if it's delayed by repeating what you say and trying to catch it right when you say it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I was doing, man. All right, here I'm snapping my fingers. There's a delay from my when you see me snap my fingers.
No, it's a delay on my end. Hold on, let me
Oh,
restart
that's
my shit. Let me
well.
restart my
While
shit.
he's
Hold on.
restarting this shit, folks, we're gonna look at this first clip because these daggum Democrats is crashing out. Let's go with the go on. Let's go with the come on the come stuff. Whatever.
America everywhere favor. Why do you say that, April? Why do you say that? I mean, I see the blacks. The blacks everywhere are crashing out because of this recent Supreme Court decision. Let me explain to you why the Supreme Court just did us a favor.
They did
First
do
of
us a
all,
favor.
I'm going to just say this, and I know it's going to make a whole lot of people mad, but y'all know I don't care. It is time, y'all. The Supreme Court, they didn't say this, but this is how I interpret what the Supreme Court just did. The Supreme Court was like, look at here. We didn't gave you melanated minded Marxist Negroes control over these majority black districts, and we've allowed y'all to have these black districts based on race for a very long time. And all y'all have managed to do is keep the blacks at the bottom.
Ain't that something?
Better. All this black representation have gotten them nowhere. So we
Nowhere.
about to get rid of all of the race-based gerrymandering, and we about to put the white folks back in charge. Y'all have had.
Hey, and you can be mad all you want, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Here's an example of what she's talking about. They weren't screaming reparations when Barack Obama was in office. Did y'all notice that? They started talking about reparations when he got out of office. Barack Obama had a non-veto Congress. Put that in your head. Barack Obama had a non-veto Congress. Hello, y'all. You coming in? Leave a comment. Like, share, subscribe, share. Barack Obama had a non-veto Congress. And during this non-veto Congress was no talk of reparations for black folks, was it? But you know what there was talk of? Same-sex marriage. More rights for trans. And then they lit up the daggum. I know you dropped out because you don't like the truth. They lit up the White House looking like a rainbow flag.
Your chance to prove that black representation was going to improve the conditions of your communities, but everywhere y'all rule. Everywhere you rule.
Everywhere you rule.
We're at the bottom. Economic.
Look at the black cities, y'all. I don't want to hear shit about white supremacy from none of y'all plantation-minded Negroes no more. Why? Why you say that, Wildcat? Why you say that, Big Unk? Because D.C., black mayor. Memphis, black mayor. L.A., black mayor. Chicago, black mayor, black councilman. Look at the crime. Look at the opportunities for black. Look at the property taxes going up. And y'all got black representation. A lot of these black cities got representation at the top. Congress, congressmen and congresswomen, excuse me, councilwomen and councilmen, got all that black. And what you get out of that? Nothing. Nothing at all.
There's been very little improvement. Academically, there's been absolutely no improvement.
No improvement.
Culturally, politically, socially,
Everything goes
effectively,
down.
having race-based gerrymandering, all it has done is turn the black community into a solidly blue, democratic, Marxist-minded, communist thinking
Yep.
voting bloc
Yep.
that votes for Democrats under the guise of black representation. But here's the deal.
And then them Negroes get into office and they do absolutely nothing for black people. They take that money and they run with it. And y'all continue to want to vote for them. I'm going to tell you like this. I don't look at race when I vote. I look at policies. I don't even look at the person. I don't give a damn if they scandaled all the way down. If them jokers got a good policy, I'm going to vote for them. You got the guy now, what's his name? Paxton in Texas. He had his some stuff going on with his investment fraud or something was actually thrown out and dismissed. And them people still bringing that shit up. Sorry, we have what you call due process in this country, and his investment fraud or whatever he had was dismissed. So basically, it's like it never even fucking happened. And y'all worrying about this man fraud and stuff. You got Tyrico running around here talking about God is binary, non-binary, talking about there's 6 genders. And watch, y'all dumbasses in Texas gonna vote for his ass too.
I'm black. And there's nothing that I have in common with a black Democrat outside of the fact that we share the same ethnic expression.
That's it. That's it.
So the Supreme Court basically said, look, we get it. Y'all felt that we needed to right a wrong, and to right this wrong, that we needed to draw these maps and loop and group all of the black folks together so that it could be a majority black district, and that those black districts
can keep you under control,
would represent the will of the people.
And they ain't representing shit.
Now hear me clearly. The Supreme Court is like, are black folks voting? And
are they voting? Are they voting?
If you call that voting.
If you call it voting. And since
let's just be real.
Go ahead. Let's just be real. Go ahead.
So, let's just be real here, man. When I told black folks not to vote the way... You remember when I said this shit before the election happened?
I remember.
I pleaded with black folks. Pleaded with y'all. I told y'all, do not vote the way you think. Do not vote the way that we all know you're going to vote.
Which is blue no matter
The reason why was the last president already told the NCAACP that... Let me turn you down so I can stop hearing this echo.
All right. My bad. That's my fault.
So the NCAACP was told by Joe Biden, you guys are irrelevant. Why should I do anything? Y'all are not relevant. They were talking to the NCAACP like that.
It's crazy.
He knew what the NCAACP was. He knew who the NCAACP represented.
Arm of the Democratic Party. They're not for America. They're not for the advancement of colored people. They're arm of the Democratic Party.
No, NCAACP, all actuality, they're supposed to represent the betterment of black people.
Right, and they don't.
They don't. But that's what Joe Biden said to them. You know what the NCAACP did? They ain't say nothing to black folks at all. They ain't say a damn thing. They didn't do nothing. They just kept on quiet. They shut the fuck up and kept on being quiet.
Right.
the sorry part about that shit is that you motherfuckers voted for who you voted anyway. Doesn't matter. The reason why they pulled out Kamala Harris, it wasn't because she was the best candidate. It was because the DNC was fucking broke.
Broke as shit,
That's
huh?
why. The DNC couldn't afford to fundraise for another, they couldn't afford to fundraise for another presidential candidate outside of Kamala Harris.
Why
And
is that?
because
Why is that?
when it comes to the DNC, what they have to do is any money that was fundraised for the Biden Harris ticket,
Mm-hmm.
if Joe Biden drops out, he cannot use that money at all. But if he passed the torch to his second in command, he can use those all those donations. It
Wow.
was 400. I think it was around $400 million in campaign donations that he was not going to be able to use.
Right. And she raised billion five, matter of fact. Right?
Yes,
20 million in the hole. And y'all wanted her to run this country with a campaign that went 20 million in the hole. Who's in charge of the campaign? Her. And so y'all
and
wanted
so
her to run this country.
yeah, and
Man, get out
so
of here.
so that was one of the main reasons why was because there was a lot of money that was there was a lot of money that they campaigned for. They didn't want to get rid of it. They didn't want to lose it because what they had to do was return all of that money back from that campaign.
Right?
And if they would have done that, there was no guarantee they were going to get all of that money back.
Mm.
Black folks, damn near black women, damn near gave Kamala Harris all that money.
Yep.
A lot of that money did come from the public side. Majority of that money came from black women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So outside of the public side, a small amount came from white women and white men. The rest was campaign. Basically, it's the rest was fat cats from Washington. That the same one y'all complain about. Yeah, fat cats from Washington. That was her biggest donators
I mean, look at
because
all the other stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
of the
Because.
fact that Donald Trump's campaign was a lot of one-time donations,
Mm-hmm.
small donations. Basically, the people donated Donald Trump.
Uh-huh.
That's the reason why. Honestly, there's a reason. There's a reason why the Democrats are set to lose the midterms, even before the redistricting.
Yes.
You see, the Democrats were going to lose the fucking campaign because of the fact that the reason why they're going to lose the midterm is that the will of the people was not met because of the Democrats. Democrats
Right.
have literally stonewalled the Trump first first half of his administration.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a little bit you could say a little bit has done probably because of the war in Iran, so on, so on, so on. But let's just be real. If you, it's like the whole Drake and Kendrick beef. If you're calling it right, this war would have been over with long time ago if we didn't have the Democrat Party the way it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that how can you stand there? How can you fucking stand there and say that, well, we should not be at war with Iran? Well, Iran is attacking us every fucking 3 days. They're
Mm-hmm.
attacking us
And all the
every
people
three
they've already
fucking
killed.
days.
They all the people they've already killed in the military with the embassy bombings and all that other stuff that they do. Hezbollah,
Yeah.
the Houthis. For all of them, man. But hey, I don't know if you heard about this. I heard about this today, and I was gonna play a little bit of this. Not gonna play all. I'm gonna see if I can get to the part he's talking about. But Dr. Steve Turley, somebody I follow, there is a mind-blowing Supreme Court decision that is gonna fuck up the Democrats more than they even know right now. And I don't know if you even heard about the. Have you heard about the mail ballots? Mail-in ballots.
Yeah. I already heard about it. Yeah.
You already heard about. Well, our
The
audience
Supreme
hadn't
Court
heard,
of
yeah. Our audience hadn't heard about. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. I'm gonna see where I can get to the part where he. Okay, let me get to this part here. I think it's right about here. So where he's explaining some stuff. Let's see if this is right.
Of the federal postal.
Okay.
Every single person in the country. They've basically been arguing, and I kid you not, that the federal government has no jurisdiction over the mail-in ballot policies of the states. Now, keep in mind, it was just a few years ago that Nancy Pelosi, as Speaker of the House back then, was trying to do precisely that, to mandate mail-in ballot access for every single person in the country.
So to give y'all some context, basically, the Supreme Court basically said that the federal government has the right to basically require that anybody that sends a mail-in ballot, not only do they have to use the United States Postal Service, which is a federal service, they have to use that to mail in the ballot. So since they have to use that to mail in the ballots, you can't mail them in by UPS, you can't mail them in by DHL, you can't mail them in by FedEx. You have to use the USPS. So since you have to use the USPS, you have to give identification and proof of citizenship. Now before, it's always been on the books. But the Democrats have taken this and they've taken advantage of this. And so anybody that mails in the ballot is going to get counted. Now, because of Donald Trump and this Supreme Court decision, that's a no more. No more illegals voting by mail-in. And they said in California, 80% of the damn voting is mail-in ballots on the Democratic side. So guess what, folks? It's a fucking wrap. I'm calling it now. Midterms, Republicans going to take over. It's going to be a red wave.
Thankfully, it went nowhere. But the problem with that view, as the Trump administration's lawyers have been arguing, is that mail-in ballots require...
Go ahead.
It looks like we're getting Iran is going to broker the deal.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go over that, too. We're going to see if we can find something to go over that. But the deal is in play very soon.
But, no, they talked about it today. Trump was in the Situation Room. So
yeah, they're in the situation. They rushed back to the Situation Room.
Either something we're gonna find out something either tomorrow or Monday morning. But I think it's a possibility we might find out something tomorrow.
Could be.
And so it's not unheard of Donald Trump, making a major news announcement during the weekend and shit.
He has done that before.
Apparently, shit, not done it like before. Shit, like a lot of his honestly, damn near all his big shit come on Saturday. I'm like, goddamn, nigga, go.
Why do you think he does that? Why you think he does that?
Well, it all depends. If it's good, if it's bad. It really depends. Like, if it's bad, he will drop it on late Friday if it's bad.
Mm-hmm. So
but if it's
the news cycle.
Well, the saying is Friday is where the news goes to die.
Mm-hmm.
So most people don't pay attention to the news on Fridays, but
they don't, because
it's the summertime and a lot of people slowly stop paying attention to the news because people go on vacation, yada, 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 bullshit like that. But, but he might make an announcement tomorrow. If not, most likely it will be Monday. Yeah.
If it's good news, he'll probably wait till Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the problem is that they want to collect the nuclear dust, which is the nuclear waste, but
Yeah.
I doubt that.
You
I
doubt they'll
doubt they're
get
gonna
it?
do that.
You doubt they get it?
Nigga, that shit's buried on a bunch of buried a
Well,
pile of rubble.
he had already mentioned that we possibly going to have some excavators over there, and they're going to have to do it. It'd be a joint project between Iran and America to excavate this stuff.
It will be
He mentioned it.
most likely it'd be a joint project between Iran, America, and China
So, oh, okay.
because we're the only two countries that know how to do that shit pretty much.
Well,
And again, what is the fucking point of NATO? That I say to all my friends.
there is
What
no
is the
not
fucking point
America,
of
not for
NATO?
America. Well, we
There,
was NATO's strong arm, and so the only thing we were getting from them was placement of bases. And the thing is, during this conflict, all these countries that we got bases in, they wouldn't let us use the bases, or the goddamn airspace. So it's like,
yeah,
well, hell, what's the point of us even being in NATO in the first place? Then if y'all not gonna let us do that, we might as well pull out. That's the only reason why we needed y'all. We're
yeah,
helping y'all
yeah.
economy. The military bases got military families that are spending money in your country. It's countries out there like Italy and Spain that are going to lose millions of dollars, if not billions, from their economy just because we're pulling out shit. They've already pulled, what do you say, put 5,000 troops from Italy and sent them motherfuckers to
Um,
Poland? Because Poland
I
has,
think they're gonna close out the base.
yeah, because Poland has done what it's supposed to when it comes to their defense spending. They've met it. Italy has not. Spain said they weren't going to do it. It's a lot of countries that said they weren't going to do it. So they're short. And so they're like, man, fuck this shit. We might as
Yeah,
well get the fuck on.
Spain said they can refill our jets there.
And Spain is
Uh,
protesting against its leader. Have you seen the protests in the streets in Spain?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I
they're
haven't been paying
protesting their
attention.
leader. They're protesting their leader. Spain is I'm talking about big crowds in the streets, nigga. But
Well, Germany.
Germany and UK, Germany.
Did you hear about what happened with Germany?
No, what happened with Germany? Go ahead. Before we play the rest of this, go ahead.
They
You
want
got
to
the floor,
return
dog.
700,000 migrants back, refugee
Mm-hmm.
migrants back to their country of origin. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was fuck. What country was it? Was it Somalia, Kenya? Well,
I can't
basically,
remember. I think I
they
heard that. I
told
can't remember
Germany
what
to
it
go
was.
fuck themselves. We're not doing that.
So the migrants said they ain't leaving.
No, no, oh no, no, no. Germany, like, yeah, we're gonna kick you out. Don't doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't
Yeah,
matter. You got
those
to go.
doesn't fucking matter. That
You got
doesn't
to
matter.
go.
Like they're like, yeah, we're kick. Well, everything. It's like I'm not. I promise you guys. I promise, man. Let me take a swig of this motherfucker. I'm about to go off real quick.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Go off, man.
Second.
Go off, bro.
Oh, I got you, Sean. These
Well,
motherfuckers think
you
I'm
want some
playing.
Max Mumble rants? Is that what you want? You want a Max Mumble rant? Want rant for a little bit, man?
No. I don't need that with no magic bubble rats, man.
Okay.
The support ain't there yet. They don't deserve it, nigga. But these motherfuckers literally told Germany to go fuck yourself. We ain't taking back our own citizens. Eat a dick. That's what they told Germany.
Wow.
The same person. See, it's like we don't need a bullshit, y'all. Just because we might be right leaning, we don't need a bullshit, y'all. I
We
literally
definitely
have
don't.
said this shit multiple times, multiple times, multiple times, nigga.
On top of multiple.
Most countries are having the same problem that the United States having. Canada, UK, Spain, Germany, Portugal, so on, so on, so on, so on. All the same shit. Canada. And what it is hell, even Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
They have a problem with Haitian
So,
migration.
exactly. So, what happened was when you have unfettered mass migration, your shit will go up. like cost of living has skyrocketed. It has skyrocketed in the Dominican Republic too.
Mm-hmm.
The cost of living, cost of everything has gone the fuck up.
And why is
Like
that, Max Powers?
it's because you cannot just so a lot of these countries that we're talking about are socialist countries now.
Mm-hmm.
They're socialist countries. Let's just be real, socialist countries. Um, when the government gets involved, it's like this. Anything the government, and I want you to remember this. Anything the government touches, it turns into shit.
Yes,
Why do
yes,
you
it
think the?
does.
Why don't you? Why don't you think the reason why the government hasn't really gotten to the private sector? The
Private sector
private
ain't paying
sector
that
is
shit.
like this, like the private sector, like you come in this motherfucker, you're gonna do the same shit that I usually do. You're gonna fuck things up.
We don't want it.
So,
Free enterprise, folks. Free enterprise. Free enterprise. Free
so
enterprise.
when it comes to mass migration in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
do you know who's funding that shit? Do you know who's funding all of that shit?
Probably
The
some.
taxpayers.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Taxpayers funding all of that.
All of it.
So, because of, let's just be real, the government, like, look at the United States government. These niggas cried about the United States government firing people. Do you know who's the number? Well, I think the number fifth employer in the world is the United States government. And the United States
Mm-hmm.
government don't produce shit.
Mm-mm.
That's the number one. Actually, I think that's the number one. Is either the number one or number five. Number five employer in the world is the United States government.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
And so, because the government don't produce shit, whatever they get involved in, they just throw money at the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, we got all these illegal immigrants. What we're gonna do? They need housing.
Let's give them a place to stay. Let's give them some
Yeah,
food.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
what
Just take some
happens?
money.
They're paying for all their food and the diminishing supply of all these groceries and everything else, which is causing what? Supply and demand, y'all. If supplies diminish, what does it do to the price of things? It increases it.
Yeah,
If you have higher
and,
demand and less supply, it increases it even more.
and I told somebody this shit. They just like, oh, you just hate immigrants. I was like, motherfucker, half of my family's immigrants. What the fuck you talking about? I was like,
Half my
if my
family
old
immigrants too.
lady, hell, if my girl comes over the United States, she's a fucking immigrant. So I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Because the same shit she complaining about is the same shit that's going over here.
I don't get it. I don't get it how in the hell they come from a country that they complain about the shit, then come over here and try to make it into the people that don't. I'm talking about the immigrants that don't assimilate people, like Somalis. They don't assimilate. A lot of these Arab immigrants, they don't assimilate. And so they get in here and they want to make
Shit,
it the
Latin
same as what.
American, some of those
Yeah, they
Latin
don't.
Americans,
Some of them don't. Some of them
Venezuelan.
don't. They don't. They don't
Well,
learn
a
English.
lot of
They
them
don't
have not.
assimilate.
A lot of them have not. A lot of them, they
Mm-hmm.
haven't.
So people
They
want to talk
absolutely have
about
not.
while Trump wanted to make English the actual official language of America, but before he said anything about it, English wasn't the official language of America. We didn't have an official language. It was just assumed that folk we speak English, you need to speak English, but you can't tell people that. You got to make them do that, which is why you make English this official language.
Do you know what? Do you know why I could confidently say that a lot of these Latin Americans have been assimilated into United States culture?
Why is that?
Because MS-13 is one of the largest gangs in fucking America. Tren de
Mm-hmm.
El Agua is one of the largest gangs in America.
Mm-hmm. You got these sleeper cells, these Muslim sleeper cells out here. Then you got the left, where they dumbass. They got a Democratic Socialist Party of
Oh,
America.
it's
You
fucked
got
up
the
in that. It's worse than
Communist
that.
Party of America.
Well, the Communist Party of America has been there since the 60s.
Mm.
It's been there
And
since the
they're
60s.
trying to catch some of these people that are funding this bullshit, like Roy Singham, who's in China right now, the ethics committee has called for him to come in and answer questions, but he'd be stupid as hell if he come back to America. Because as soon as he get off that plane, it's a wrap. He ain't never gonna leave. He going probably straight to jail. They got so much
So
stuff on this man.
yeah, so that's the guy who Hassan Piker was talking about.
So that means you heard about Hassan Piker getting investigated too, didn't
Yeah, he got a
you? Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly, he got to talk to Congress.
Yes, he does. And what's crazy is Ilhan Omar's daughter, she was sent over there to Cuba through Code Pink. And if y'all know about Code Pink is funded by China pretty much, to be
Yeah,
specific. It's China. But y'all dumbass Dems fall for it, and y'all plantation minding ninjas out there, y'all fall for all this shit. And y'all sit there and say, we need black representation. Black representation hasn't done anything for the black community. So guess what? Fuck black representation. Is it something wrong with a white man representing black folk in the government? I don't think there is. Especially if they're going to
well,
do right. Brian
they
Kemp has done a fabulous job in Georgia. He's a white man representing the whole state. And he's done a fabulous job in Georgia. Damn good job.
I
And
remember we was
wasn't
having.
it a
Oh, my
white? It
bad.
was a white. I'm sorry. It was a white. I'm gonna say this and I'm done. It's a white governor that gave the movie industry tax credit to come to this state, which helped the economy. It wasn't a black man that did it. It was a white man. That made Tyler Perry make some more money. God dang, what's his face? Cat Williams got a dang movie studio here in Atlanta area. There's a movie studio less than 5 miles from me, right up here on 92 in Douglasville, Lionsgate. They got another
Tyler,
studio in Fayetteville.
Tyler Perry just over there, just rack it up. Hey,
They
rack
got a
it
movie
up.
studio in Union
Hey,
City.
rack it up. Hey, rack it up, rack it up, rack it up. Tyler Perry is over there enjoying
Mm-hmm.
all that money they making because whenever you see a movie and if you watch the end of the credits and you see that peach symbol,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry is making a fucking cut.
Yeah, because they using his sound stages. He's got the biggest fucking look outside of Paramount and maybe Universal. Tyler Perry got the biggest fucking studio in the nation. In the nation.
Actually, I think he has the biggest movie studio in the nation.
Could be, man. He bought a whole military base and turned that bitch into a movie studio.
Well,
But this
Tyler Perry got he got. This is how I know when I was working with Tyler Perry. I was like, I even asked Tyler Perry. I was like, "Are you a genius or something that no one tells like that you don't tell nobody?" Because I'm like, you did all your dog. I have watched this nigga Tyler Perry do blueprints off of a fucking napkin,
that was
and
before AI,
literally,
folks.
literally, motherfuckers are following napkin blueprints on this island, following blueprints for this off the napkin. They're just like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, man, yo, yeah. Like, yeah, that's how smart Tyler Perry is. Tyler Perry is extremely smart. Not only he's extremely smart, but he is extremely serious about his shit when it comes to business. But yeah, so it was something I was about to say before you. Oh yeah. So we was talking about this shit on it was on a panel show. Angry Man was there. So Angry Man, Cellulite Podcast, Trey the Truth Teller.
That's a funny ass name. Cellulite Podcast. Is he fat as shit?
No, it's Sell Your Light
Oh,
Podcast.
Cellulite. Okay, I'm about to say. You
Yeah,
said the way you said it was like cellulite. Like damn. Anyway, but
and
hey, man,
so
this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so they was asking is Trump racist? It was like a 3 hour discussion about is Trump racist or not, yada yada yada. And I started talking. It was just like, well, is he like? You think Trump's racist? And I was like, can I show you my definition of racism is? And I was just like, now I just want to hear the eyes to be the truth. If you feel like the black community is in a better position than it was when you were a child, say I. No one said I. I was like, this is what racism is. Racism is that you pander to the same group of people you have pandered to the last 30 years to. Not only you have pander, but they have literally given you political power. They backed you with political power, right? Their communities have become trashier over the years. The children have become stupider over the years. Like I had a guy who told me, and somebody was like, "It's racist that he said this," but I actually was just like, "Yo, I can't make an argument against it, so I'm gonna have to agree." Off of GP, I gotta agree if I can't make an argument against it. So he said, literally, if we take away majority of the black community, if we take majority of the black community, all the illegal immigrant children, our test scores will, he was like, our test score as a whole will not only be better, but we will probably spend more money. I mean, we probably spend less money than all the schools in the G7. When he said that, I had to think about that shit. Because who's paying the most when it comes to teaching children? It's the cities. The cities pay the most, like, and who are most likely living in the inner city is black folks. Let's just be real. It's black folks most likely living in the inner city. Baltimore, Chicago, New York, so on, LA, fucking Compton, that area, so on, so on, so on. And so I was just like, that's an interesting take that's an interesting take. So I'm over here, I'm just like, you know what? If the black community is so fucked up, why are y'all still voting for the same fuckers who are letting you down? Why are you voting for the same political party? It was just like, well, the Republicans ain't gonna do no bad. I was like, how the fuck you know that? I was like, why the fuck should Donald Trump do anything for black people when black people didn't vote for him? 87% of black people voted Democrat last tick around on the presidential election. When it comes to representation, the Senate, so on, it probably was worse than that. I guaranteed you probably 91% probably voted Democrat. So why should a person you didn't vote for should pander to you? Why a person every single time when they get on TV, they call him racist? I don't see black people in masks. Like, stop putting that on us. Stop saying Trump is racist towards the black community. We don't agree with you. But you know what? Y'all can continuously vote for Democrats. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. So why should these people do anything to you? Because you clearly don't have a problem with racism. Let's just be real.
Clearly,
You don't have a problem. Yeah.
Clearly, I mean, it's come out already. The SPLC has been been funded by the Democrats to carry on racism because their job is to do away with white supremacist groups. But they were like, I think that just was a stupid idea. Anyways, like, you really expected someone that you paid thousands and thousands of millions of dollars to just take the money and do what you tell them to do? Motherfucker, they know good and damn well if they, you know, outed you as giving them money, you couldn't say shit about it. So they had no motivation to even do what you say. The
No,
Democrat
Sean.
SPLC, they funded Charlottesville.
Yeah, and that's
They
how all
funded
this shit
KKK.
started with. That's how all of this shit started by Donald Trump's racist. I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised. See, and that's the reason why I hate the defamation laws the way they are. Because defamation is such a hard thing to prove. Such a hard thing to prove in court. It's
Really,
like,
I wish Donald Trump would do away with the Smith-Monts Act. Or revise it or do something about it, because when Obama he did something to the Smith-Monts Act that made it pretty much legal for media outlets to propagandize to the people of this country.
yeah. And so
A
when
real
you say
yeah.
to
Go
when
ahead.
you say to this shit to all these, it's because, and as much as I like Donald Trump, but I gotta say it, his administration is weak. It's weak. The same shit. That's the reason why I have to. I always will forever have a problem with the Republican Party. They're fucking weak.
They are weak.
It's the
They should be stronger than
anybody
that.
anybody who disagree, you're a fucking crackhead.
Yeah, they are
You're a
weak, man.
fucking fool. Because the same shit the Democrats don't give a fuck about doing to you, the Republicans won't do it. They already
It,
told you what's going to happen whenever they win back. If they win the House and the Senate, they're going to end the filibuster. They're going to impeach Donald Trump. They're going to impeach. Let me see. It goes what? President, Vice President, Secretary of
Secretary of
State,
State, they probably impeach
then
all three.
Speaker of House. This is what they're going to do. They're going to impeach the whole Donald Trump administration. They're going to impeach. They're going to impeach J.D. Vance. They're going to impeach Trump. They're going to impeach Marco Rubio. Then they're going to make Hakeem Jeffries president of the United States.
Oh my God! Hopefully they don't do that shit.
Oh no, they're going to do that shit.
Oh my
If they
God!
win House, they're going to do that shit. If they win House, they're going to absolutely do that shit. It doesn't matter if the Republicans vote no. No, because why? They're going to end the filibuster. They're going to do this shit that y'all didn't even have the balls to do.
Yep, they could have done it, but unfortunately, some of these rhinos in the Republican Party stopping shit too. Thank goodness a lot of them got defeated in these primaries.
Well, Thune, he's the last motherfucker that's there, and his ass gotta go. He gotta go. Fucking Mike Johnson, sorry nigga, you gotta go too, bruh. That Christian,
He being a
that
little
soft
bit too
Christian
nice.
shit is done with, bruh. We're done with that soft Christian bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
gotta be a
same thing,
little
like
more
I said,
stronger.
one of my pastor friends. We are done with this weak Christian-minded bullshit that y'all fucking niggas live by. We tired of y'all niggas acting like sheep around. We tired of y'all acting like confident sheep.
Around
Confident
wolves.
sheeps around
wolves.
savage-ass wolves.
Yep.
We don't need that shit no more, bruh. We don't need no more pussies. We need some cocks in the hen house.
Yep. You keep on talking, man. I'm just showing this protest of Spain in the background while you talk.
But no, these niggas ain't going to do it. You know why? Because you're weak, pussy ass weak. You niggas weak. Yes, you are. You're weaker than the third grader. You're weaker than my pull-out game, nigga.
Boy, you stupid.
You're
But
weak.
y'all see this though? This is Sanchez. They're protesting Sanchez, the leader of Spain. They're saying he got to go. He has got to go. You got to take action because
Yeah,
this has to change.
They thought it was bullshit whenever I said, "Hey, the world shifted right. Like
A
it
whole lot of
really
the
did
world shit
shift it
right.
right."
See, in Europe, their colors are opposite. So in Europe, the red party is the Democrats, and the blue party is the fucking Republicans. And so there's a shift from this liberal bullshit in the world. And a lot of people don't understand this. All this stuff Trump did with Venezuela and trying to get Canada and Greenland and all of that, he's basically stopped the New World Order. Now, unfortunately, it'd be the Trump World Order, but the New World Order. Hey, but check this out. You was talking about Kamala earlier. Listen to this shit right here, dude. Oh shit! Why is it not playing? Hold on. Let me refresh it. That's probably why I didn't play.
Do not come. Thank you for calling Blackout Coffee. This is Mamala. How can I help you be a joyful warrior today? Yes, I do work here. I was unemployed for a little bit. And then I tried the real estate game, and that didn't work out. And then I wrote a book, and that flopped. People did not turn the page. No, they shut the book. You know. They were unburdened by what has been. Okay. Yes. How can I help you be a joyful warrior today? That's correct. It is roasted here in the United States of America. It's like freedom in a cup. Joy comes in thy morning. Okay. Listen, if you're not calling Blackout Coffee, then you're at the wrong coffee company. Okay, and then we want the 3 bags. Okay, cinnamon French toast using code Joyful Warrior for 20% off. Okay. All right, your order has been complete. Yes, yeah. Listen, I grew up in a middle class family, and hello. Hello?
Hung up on our ass.
Okay. Guess she doesn't have her joy yet. And I'll be there soon. Okay. I only work here because of John Santos.
That's crazy, man. But let's go back to this very big decision for Trump in the courts.
Your use of the Federal Postal Service. Mail-in ballots require use of the Federal Postal Service, and it's the federal government that has both the authority and the responsibility to regulate how that federal postal system is used in the conduct of federal elections. So that's what's so key here. Mail-in ballots depend on the use of a federal agency, the U.S. Postal Service, and it is the federal government that has every right to regulate that process. So this is not some radical legal theory. It's a straightforward application of federal authority over federal infrastructure. Well, as of today, a federal judge agreed. U.S. District Judge Carl Nichols, a Trump appointee, refused to grant the preliminary injunction that a number of Democrat operatives had jointly demanded. And his reasoning was legally precise and politically devastating for the plaintiffs. In fact, you're not going to believe this. He specifically rejected as, quote, speculative, the Democrats' argument, I kid you not, that citizenship lists would exclude Democrat voters. They literally admitted it in court. Citizenship lists would inaccurately exclude Democrat voters. The Democrats actually argued that a citizenship list would exclude Democrat voters. You just have to let that hit you. They are openly admitting that they depend on voters who are not listed among registered citizens in a confirmed citizen database. And the judge was like, well, sucks to be you. Now, of course, this ruling does not end the legal battle. It's most likely going to go all the way to the Supreme Court. But what Judge Nichols did today is critically important. He established that this Trump EO, this executive order, is on its face legally defensible and fully constitutional. The President of the United States has the right to regulate the mail-in ballot. He has the, I should say, more the jurisdiction to.
aka long story short, when the Democrats were saying that illegals do not vote in your election, excuse me, hiccups, aka when the Democrats is like, "Go, the illegals don't vote in our elections," they don't. Stop lying that the illegals vote in our election. Yeah, they were full of shit. So just FYI, if y'all didn't know that now you know. Yeah, absolute funny, absolute. Hey Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry. So basically, these Democrats are the loudest when it comes to voter ID because they realize that most of their voters are not fucking citizens. They got a big voter
Hey,
block that's not citizens.
hey Sean.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
I'm getting ready to stop, and
Okay.
I gotta get some sleep and shit. So,
All right, man. I'm gonna go over a little bit more and then I'm gonna end the live.
all right,
So,
man.
so
All right,
check off when you need. You
peace.
want to you checking out now?
Yeah, man. Peace
All
out,
right, dog.
everyone.
Peace out, folks. Peace
Peace
out
out.
to Max.
All right, yeah, yeah. Hey, you have a great evening. Are you off tomorrow? Are you off
I am
tomorrow?
off tomorrow. Yes.
Okay, we can link up tomorrow then.
Yes,
All right.
sir. All
Peace
right.
out,
Holla
man.
at y'all.
Peace.
Holla, holla, holla. Let's go on more with this.
To regulate mail-in ballots if such ballots use the federal post office. Now, why are the Democrats flipping out over this? I don't even know. I don't even think we have to ask that question. But just as part of our analysis, why are the Democrats flipping out? I mean, think about it. Why is the entire Democrat Party leadership literally panicking over this one EO? First off, because mail-in voting has become structurally essential to the Democrat electoral ground game in a way that has no equivalent on the Republican side. And the numbers tell the story very clearly. Nearly 1 in 3 Americans, 48 million Americans, cast mail-in ballots in the 2024 general election. In
40
California alone,
40
more than
million,
80% of all ballots were
80%.
cast by mail. And while the historical research prior to 2020 showed
80%
little
cast by mail,
partisan
folks.
advantage to mail-in voting, some
40 million nationwide, 80% cash by mail, and it's probably because of COVID. What happened during COVID? Because I did a mail-in ballot during COVID myself.
thing fundamental change when Democrats decided to make it their primary mobilization strategy during the COVID pandemic, and they've never reversed course. So by June of 2020, surveys were already showing a nearly 20 percentage point partisan gap between Democrats and Republicans in preference for voting by mail, a gap that has only widened since. In Virginia in 2024, 73% of ballots received after Election Day. By the way, that's going down as well via a Supreme Court decision we're waiting for any day. But 73% of ballots received after Election Day went to Kamala Harris. 73%. In New Jersey, registered Democrats accounted for 48% of post-election day mail ballots versus just 18% for Republicans. So what this means structurally is that the Democrat Party has built its entire get-out-the-vote operation around low-propensity voters who would not turn out in person but can be harvested through mass mail-in ballot distribution, a system that depends on ballots going to every registered address, regardless of whether the registrant is a citizen or still alive or still a resident at that address.
Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? I think the nail's in the coffin for the Democratic Party, in my opinion. I think the nail's in the coffin. It's got to be at this point. It's got to be. But we're gonna go over a little bit of what's going on in the war real quick. Just something real quick I'm gonna go over, and then we're gonna call it a night, folks. Hold on though, I gotta find the exact post. Find the exact post here, folks. We're on YouTube, of course. Excuse me, folks. So the most recent thing, let's see here. All right, let's see what's going on. This is Fox News. We're going to look at Fox News here with this most recent post.
To see whether President Trump will agree to or reject the latest peace plan with Iran. The deal would extend the ceasefire by 60 days as new talks are held on the Islamic Republic's nuclear program. The devil, as always, is in the details. Senior White House correspondent Peter Ducey starts us off tonight with the very latest, live from the North Lawn. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening, Brett. The countdown is on. President Trump is here at the White House, where he says he will soon make a final determination about this proposed deal with Iran after a 2-hour-long meeting in the Situation Room with his national security team.
Y'all realize so far in this war, I don't think we've lost but like 13 people. 13 people. Ain't no telling what the count is on Iran's side. And y'all here talking about some we losing the war. Them's out here talking about we losing the war. Yeah, prices are high. Still ain't as high as the gas was during Biden. It's getting there. It's getting close. But yeah, let's go.
There's a couple of points in the post that really give us cause for optimism.
The points in the post: the Hormuz Strait must be immediately open. No tolls. Ships caught in the strait due to our amazing and unprecedented naval blockade, which will now be lifted, may start the process of heading home. Enriched materials, sometimes referred to as nuclear dust, will be unearthed by the United States in close coordination and conjunction with the Islamic Republic of Iran, plus the International Atomic Energy Agency, and destroyed. No money will be exchanged until further notice. That's key because, according to the New York Times, earlier in the negotiations, Tehran had demanded reparations for bombardment damage that some Iranian...
Now, you want to talk about somebody being mad. Now, look, the Indians got theirs, the Asians got theirs. Black folks still ain't got their reparations. They did, actually. Abraham Lincoln gave out 40 acres and a mule, and Andrew Johnson came on after President Lincoln got assassinated. He became the president, and he cut it off. So we actually got ours first.
Iranian officials estimate at $300 billion to $1 trillion. Two diplomats briefed on the latest draft called it an international investment fund, which the United States would help facilitate in the event of a final deal. And if diplomacy fails...
When I talk to your commanders, when I talk to all you this morning, I know you're ready. And that gives me confidence. That gives the president confidence. And it should give the American people confidence.
Military experts hope the U.S. will negotiate a way to verify Iran's claims about its nuclear program, even though Iran has historically skirted safeguards put in place by international bodies.
I think we need to make sure we don't let our guard down. We keep watching for them because you can't trust them.
For now, Iran's parliament speaker claims no action will be taken before the other side acts. But U.S. officials claim there is a real substance beneath Iran's bluster.
I think one of the things that has gone unappreciated and unnoticed here is this is the first time the Iranians have been willing to discuss the nuclear subject.
But now tonight, in some
now,
crossing...
I got to tell y'all something about that now. As we all know, Iran is ran by the Iranian Islamic regime, okay? They are very orthodox Muslims. They practice Sharia law. There are parts of the Sharia law that are despicable. We're talking allowance of being to be married to minors, the right to pretty much beat your wife in public or any other woman in public if they break Sharia law. There's also another one where if a woman has been sentenced to death and she is a virgin, Sharia law allows the officials or whoever is whatever men to grape the woman so she will not go to heaven and will go to hell because she has been sentenced to execution. These are laws under Sharia law, under which any Muslim that you see out there that is radical, like the Muslims in Epic City, they wanted to establish Sharia law, and Governor Governor Abbott of Texas, he banned Sharia law in Texas. Then you have in Dearborn, Michigan, where the badges actually have Islamic writing on them. They want to get Sharia law up there sooner or later. They just got to take over the government. They get, with these Muslims that run for office. Then you got in Minneapolis. Just in Minnesota, you got Omar Fateh. He's a state senator. You got Ilhan Omar. You got all that fraud that's going on over there. This is one thing about Sharia law that one tenet of Sharia law that I always have remembered, and it is taqiyya. You don't know what taqiyya is? Look up taqiyya in Sharia law. Taqiyya basically is Allah giving any Muslim permission to lie, basically to fulfill the agenda of spreading Islam and or supporting Islam. And because they are practicing Sharia law and every part of their day is promoting Islam, it gives them the right to lie to you about anything. If they lie to you about something, they'll lie to you about anything. So yeah, the Iranian regime is saying all of this, saying that they need this and they need that, and we're not. Anytime you hear anything reported on the news about Iran that they say, it's automatically a lie. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. Only thing you can go by is what the president and his administration is reporting to you about this, and of course you look it up, a fact check, go to different news outlets, make sure you research it. But anything that they say, because they are practicing taqiyya, anything Iranians say that is put out in publication or you see them do it in person, they are lying to you. I'm talking about the regime because they're Orthodox, Muslim. They're Shia Muslims, if I'm not mistaken. So just remember that. We're going to finish the rest of this and we'll be gone, folks.
The Iranians claim they are only focused on ending the war, not negotiating over their nuclear program. That's coming from...
That's what they say. Now, what are they going to do? Because our president has already told them, we'll bomb the shit out your ass again. Best believe we can keep going. We can keep going. You may have some complaining from the public, but have you seen how they ran Venezuela? Are we doing anything in Venezuela right now? We went in there, we had to got the fuck on. Now this is a little different. So I'm trying to tell you folks, be patient. This man is the leader of our country for a reason, and it is for this time that he has been appointed to lead. And best believe there's some people that's got a little higher power than you that'll put this man there. Look at Moses. Look at Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar didn't even believe in God, but he did God's will. Just something to think about.
From a spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry. We don't know if that means they will never negotiate over the nuclear program or if they're just going to wait until the war is officially over. Brett.
Here we go again. We'll follow that. Peter, also today there were a pair of rulings by federal judges against the president today. What happened?
Yes, first this morning a federal judge ruled that the administration cannot move any money for the time being into the $1.8 billion weaponization fund, which is meant to pay out people who think they have been victimized by the federal government. Then, this afternoon, a separate federal judge ruled that President Trump's name has to come off the Trump-Kennedy Center, and the administration cannot move forward with planned renovations that would close the center for 2 years. And that is too much for the president. In a very long post, he concludes with this: I have instructed the Department of Commerce to make all necessary arrangements with Congress to allow a full and complete transfer of this institution, giving them the responsibility for its operation, maintenance, and management. And so his argument in this long post is basically, if they're going to take my name off it and they're not going to let me fix it, it's not worth my time. Right.
I mean, I don't blame him. Shit.
Washington on a Friday afternoon. Peter, thanks.
I don't blame him. If you ain't gonna let me fix the damn thing, and you got my shit, do it yourself. I'm just trying to fix stuff. But anyway, folks, it's been good tonight. We're gonna holler at y'all. Peace out.